Briefly with Will.
Yeah, unbelievable crowd. I think support for their basketball team here at Midwestern State. I mean, the tournament, as far as the fans and supporting, and it really inspired them to play. I thought they played as hard as any team that we faced all year. Midwestern does a great job defensively. They really work hard, and they go after that board. I mean, they just really are tenacious. And I thought they hurt us there. They hurt us there, and they hurt us a little bit just on the lob play. Hurt us a little inside on some putbacks, and you know, this great athletes just getting it done and working hard. So you got to give them a lot of credit. But you know, I love our guys. I mean, our guys just no quit in them. I mean, we're coming down, trying to do the right things. I mean, it kind of came down to a little personality game there. You know, who did you like the best there down the end? I mean, we fouled them, they didn't foul us. But you know, I tell you what, that crowd. I mean, that crowd demands some respect. They do a great job of getting their team and getting it to be kind of an intimidating situation. So I thought we hung in there pretty well. And proud of Will, man, what a great year he's had. And our guys, I mean, just what a tremendous year. I wouldn't have done it any differently, and wouldn't want them to play any differently. And the beautiful thing about this group is, I mean, they go to class. They're getting, this my man right here is a business degree. I mean, he's an incredible student. I mean, these guys are getting it done in every way. Great teammates, great community people, and they're also pretty darn good basketball players. But I wouldn't trade them for anybody. I would not trade them for anybody. I love them all.
Thank you, Coach. And we'll take questions for Will. If you just wait on the microphone, we'll pass them over. Well, second half, you guys were right there. I mean, tied a couple times and within one. It just seemed like you couldn't get that one player, one stop to kind of get over the hump and catch them.
I mean, we had a couple possessions on defense, you know, where we played 35 seconds very well. You know, the shot goes up and we forget to box out. And they get a couple loose balls, and that's the way the game kind of went all night. They got the more loose balls than we did. You know, that's always going to result, you know, in a tough game, especially with Midwestern State being at home.
They tried several different guys on you, but it seems like you actually, you know, gotten better rhythm maybe even earlier than you did yesterday. And, I mean, did you feel good about the offensive looks you guys were able to get for the most part?
I mean, yeah, we definitely got a lot of great offensive looks. We want to throw it inside a little bit more than we did. Wish we could have did that a little bit more. It's kind of my fault. I should have, you know, demanded they throw the ball into Zach and Bobby and Joe. And those post guys did great tonight. But, I mean, as far as them putting other defenders on me, I really don't worry about that. I just try to will my team to winning, but unfortunately, I couldn't do that tonight.
You've lived at the free throw line pretty much this year, and only one of two tonight. So was it get a little frustrating as much as you were penetrating and kind of not getting some things that you normally get?
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating, especially when I see Michael Lloyd down here going 8 for 10. That's usually what my stat line looks like. But, you know, it's a physical game. I wasn't coming in expecting them to give me calls. I fell down, you know, twice where I thought I was bumped. But, you know, I got to play through that. I'm a better player than that. I'm not going to, you know, cry to the, you know, refs like, refs, you fouled me or whatever. I just got to play a little bit stronger. Get in the weight room this summer, you know, bulk up a little bit so that won't happen.
We have another question for Mike. One more here. Can you just kind of sum up this year? I mean, how far this team has come from what you, I mean, another step from the tournament last year and winning conference title, and just going to have everyone back too. So.
I mean, it all started off this year at UNLV when we made those guys, you know, scare us and make them know who we were. I think we beat them by 8 or something like that. You know, then we come down here to Tarleton and beat them at home. So those are great, you know, great games that we kind of got a little bit of encouragement from, and we just kind of rode that the whole way, especially through last week, the MIAA tourney championship. Wish we could have did the same thing tonight.
Well, congratulations on a great year, and I want to wish you guys safe travels and good off season too. Thanks. Be careful back. And we'll take continued questions for Coach Shipman. Just again, we'll pass Mike.
Midwestern doesn't really have, one big guy that they go into a lot, but they have maybe, 4 of them that you've always seemed like you've got to deal with on offensive glass and setting picks and stuff. What makes their group so hard to deal with?
Well, first of all, it starts with that ball screen and Lloyd, and he's got your attention there, and they get you hung there a little bit, and your big guy's helping, so their big guy dives, and now he's getting great post position, and he's also free to the board. And their offense, does a great job. The offense really suits that group. Everyone runs it now. I call it our conference. Everybody in our conference runs it, but it really suits their personnel. They're big guys. They do a great job of ball screening and diving, and all of them got to be right at the basket. But boy, are they good right at the basket! And so it's a great design, I think, and the kids. I think they take a lot of pride in playing hard and in and out for one another. And that's coach's credit. It's hard to sell kids on that, So he's done a great job of selling kids. Hey, let's play fewer minutes, and let's play harder and win more games. So, it's what coaching's all about, and he's done a good job of that.
Did you think for a long time, because you were hanging in there despite a little deficit on the boards, that your offense was doing pretty well against them? Were you getting some shots that you liked?
Well, their defense and the crowd, I thought, had us out of pace most of the night. We were, just weren't ourselves totally. We turned it over 14 times, more than what we normally do. And, we just weren't totally in sync. We knew it was going to be rougher than heck down there, and we still wanted to try and throw it inside, but, it just didn't seem to work for us. And, down the stretch, we were trying to drive it there and take it at the basket and get a foul called, and just weren't able to get one. And, and like Will said, there was a couple key defensive possessions there where, they came up with loose balls and second chance rebounds, and they did a good job just going to that board. They were really athletic.
And Bob, you just talk about the strides this team made this year and what you have coming back next year. So everything.
Yeah, first of all, they're unbelievable kids. They're kids that don't miss class. They go to class every day. They're getting unbelievable degrees. Their parents are off the charts. They're the most respected person ever out of their community, and now at Washburn. They're incredible people. I've tried to do it, and lots of times Division II. You get the misfit, the guy that ends up here, and he's playing basketball, but he's not really getting anything else done. And this group's not about that. That's what this group's so special about. I didn't know if we could really win with this style of group, but they proved me they can. So pretty excited that they're all back, and it's kind of a rarity. So for these guys that are getting it done in every way, to win like they've won, it's just mind-boggling to me. So I wanted to try it, and tried it, and it worked. So I think I always said when I finish it, it's been fun. It's been a long career, but I tell you, I'm having more fun, and it's more exciting now, and I'm going to go out with kids graduating and trying to win championships, and that's the way it's going to be. We're going to get them both done, and this group has done that. It's just, but wow. Guys that didn't play at times, Christian Olsakers, the Joe Smiths, who sat on that bench for a long time, had great tournament here in these 2 games, and it's this kind of kid that we got. Most kids would grumble and disrupt the group, and it's just unbelievable. It's just been so much fun this year, and it's just fun to watch these young guys. At one time out there, I think we had 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a junior out there playing major minutes, making a run on probably one of the best teams in the country at one of the toughest places to play. So it's pretty impressive.
Coach, have you ever had a team where every player on the team was coming back the next year? Is this the first time in 33 years? Or,
You know, my memory's going. My memory's going after all
third
these
thing
years.
to go.
But I think so. I mean, I can't remember a team that had this much success, has everybody back. Because usually what you do is, hey, let's win it for the seniors, win it for the seniors. And you know, I just had to remind these guys a number of times that this might be the year. Nothing's guaranteed next year. I mean, but this group, you know, just kind of rallied around Will. And, you know, we've got a lot of strong leaders, I think you can tell out there.
Do we have a final question for Coach before we let him finish up? Coach, congratulations on 25-8. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yep.